All right, this is Dread Crypto once again. I'm going to do some technical analysis, kind of a macro picture, macro news kind of chat. Um, so trying to get a feel for what I want to do with this channel. I spend a lot of my day on crypto. Every waking moment's on my mind, and I follow a lot of different channels, and I get my information, and I get my feels for what's going on in the market, and I figure it might be a good idea. Why not take that time and all that, you know, observing and studying and all that news that I'm gathering every day and just kind of give it back to the people. So that's kind of like my idea, kind of a free flow sort of thing. So we'll see how this goes. Anyway, so looking at that really messy chart that I have, I know it looks crazy, but if you look at everybody else's charts, they look pretty similar. Just mine's so backed out with all these fibs and everything. But yeah, we're at 18,500. We've been trying to hit 19,000. We basically did hit it. I think this might be the top. I mean, we might get another little push to 20K or 21 maybe. But I actually started building a very low leverage short, kind of just get ready. So if we go higher, I might start putting in more of a short, but I could see us having a 20 or 30% correction, at least down to these support and resistance zones. A lot of people are saying 14K. I'm sure it'll be deeper than that, maybe 13, 12. I feel like 12.5 is probably about as low as it will go. 21 moving average is at 12,000 guys at 12,800 now. So yeah, it could definitely go down as far as that. But as time goes by here, I'm starting to see the 14K being the hold as well. We'll have to see. I think a lot of it also depends on what the stock market and all that does. I could almost see a little bit of a correction coming, but if the government does start printing more money and does another stimulus, it's just going to be even more bullish. Could get dicey. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so look at some of these other alts. Ethereum has been just running. I think it's going to go like 700-800. I mean, you look at, there's like very little resistance. I don't have a VPVR, but I watch a lot of other people's stuff, and yeah, I mean, we might get some resistance at the 800 level. This fib, 750, 800. I don't see much reason. I mean, we might get a little bit of a pullback, sort of I could see us doing like a little bit of a bull flag consolidation. If Bitcoin does fall pretty hard, I'm sure it'll take Ethereum with it, but it's going to be a brief moment in time. There's just too much built on Ethereum for it not to be used. XRP definitely on a huge run. I'm sure those guys are happy. They've been waiting for this for a long time. And I see this thing probably going to $10 in the next year or two. We'll have to see. I mean, its high was $3. This is just the first leg. I mean, it's gonna be interesting. I luckily put in a long, and I have a couple different longs. One I'm just gonna let ride, see how far I can go, and the other one is more of a short term. We'll see, but I imagine it's going to keep on going up because you have the Spark token release at the beginning of, I believe the beginning is it December 8th or December 10th? I'm not really sure, but that's going to get bullish. I would say wait for that to release, sell the news. It might go to 75 cents, whole dollar. Who knows by then? It'll probably come back on down to where it's at now. Probably 50 cents, something like that. Then redo it. Litecoin, it's kind of Litecoin is just kind of does its thing. It's not bad. It's not a very great coin. I'm kind of hoping that it'll get crazy once ADA gets going. because they announced some kind of partnership there. Wait, 1 second, I'm going to try to see if this thing's working still. I don't know. Hopefully it's working. If not, whatever. Yeah, I think some of the commodities might start popping off too. Gold and silver has been kind of a long, I don't want to say it's a correction, but they've been consolidating. 10%, 20% down. I could see them starting to pop off. Again, I think they just really kind of depends on what the government does. They're talking about stimulus. I know a lot of people out there need money, but it's hard to say. I don't know. This pandemic needs to end. I'm really sick of 2020. It's pissing me off. Link's still, it's doing all right. I think it's gonna start bulling up and keep on. It's probably going to be on this. Well, it's been in the trading channel for a while. It popped above it and then just got rejected again. So yeah, it might still keep popping up and down into this. Easy as she goes type of thing. Steady as she goes, as they say. Yeah, other than that, I just think there's been a lot of exuberance. Altcoins are definitely starting to pop up on the dominance. It's probably sort of the beginning of alt seasons, getting in gear. But again, Bitcoin will, it will correct. And when it does correct, it might be a real quick spike with all the altcoins on down. So just be ready. It's just how they do. They do what Bitcoin does, but with more exuberance. But once Bitcoin corrects and kind of consolidates, that's when they're going to start running. It's going to get crazy. So we shall see. I'm going to end it right there. Again, I'm getting kind of used to this whole live streaming, technical analysis stuff. Just definitely watch the 20 week, 21 EMA, whichever one people use. It's the 20 week and 21 week are the big bull market macro lines. So yeah, we'll cut it off there and see you guys on the flip.